In this video, I'm going to be talking about how to use the iPad with the app PDF Expert to create a paperless classroom format. Um, on the left, I have an iPad that would be considered the teacher iPad, and on the right, I have an iPad that would be considered the student iPad. One of the reasons I really like this app is the amount of options that you have for cloud storage. So you can see here, if I click on Add, you can see there's a wide variety of cloud storage options to manage your files. What I've done is I'm going to use Dropbox for this example, and I have a teacher account and then I have a student account. So this student iPad and teacher iPad, they would have one folder shared between the two of them. Now there's some initial setup. I've already added the Dropbox account, but what I need to do is I need to create a sync folder on both of these. So to do this, what I'm going to do is actually access underneath favorite server. I'm going to access my Dropbox as the student. So this student account, we're going to find the folder and we're going to use Avery's. Now that I'm in Avery's folder, we're going to click sync, and that'll create a sync folder in Documents. So click sync. I'm going to click the green button that says yes, sync this folder. Now with this, I can go back and look and see that here's the servers that I have. But if I actually click on Documents, you can see there's that synced folder, and this is the important part because students would need to actually open files from the Documents tab, not the network. If they open from the network, what you're going to do is continue to create duplicate copies every time you edit and save. So we've done the creation of the syncable folder on the student iPad, so we would need to do the same on the teacher iPad. So I'm going to do the same steps. I'm going to go to that same exact folder that we have shared between the two of us, and with that, now that I'm in here, I'm going to go ahead and click sync, and that gives me the option there again that's got a two-way syncable folder, so we'll click the green button. Now I can still go back on the teacher iPad and see that I have all my choices. The big difference between these now is that I need to be able to access the files via Documents. So what would happen is the student would then go into Documents, they would open up their folder and open up the file from the Documents tab. They would then be able to go ahead and annotate their answers on the PDF. And let's say that they answered some wrong. Just for time's sake, we'll just do 4 of them. Once they're done, they're going to click their name, and you can see down here it's already syncing. Green check mark, we're good, so we're going to click on Documents. Now what I'm going to do on the teacher iPad, I'm going to go ahead and click sync just to kind of sync some things up here, make sure everything's good. So again, I'm going to click on Documents, and then we'll click on Avery and open up this file, and you can see there are the annotations that the student just did on their iPad, and they appear on the teacher iPad. Now let's say as a teacher I want to give them some feedback and correct them, so what I'm going to do is I'll just change colors and circle the items that they did wrong so that they know that they need to fix those. So those two they need to fix. So once I'm done, I'm going to click the name of the student again. You can see it's already starting to sync and push that information back. Green check mark makes work good. So I'll go back here. You can see there's the Documents folder with the one that's synced on the teacher iPad. Now if I go back to the student iPad, I want to click sync just to see if everything goes and pushes back over. So sync, open up the student folder, open up that student file, and what we'll see here in a second, sometimes it takes a little bit for it to sync back and forth here. Got a lot of stuff going on with recording, so let me exit out of this app and just close out of this quick. So there you go. With so much going on with these two iPads and on the computer, it's not syncing like it should be. These iPads are running a little bit slower with so much stuff going on, but you can see there that those annotations that I just created on the teacher iPad now show up on the student iPad, at which time the student could then take their eraser and erase those mistakes that they made, and they could take their pen, go back, and make their corrections again. Again, when they're done, they're able to just click back. You can see it's syncing. Go over to the teacher iPad. We'll go ahead and sync. open up this file. And again, I'm going to run into the same problem just because so much stuff is going on. So we could just take and exit out of this again just to help speed up the process with the syncing. So once it loads again, you can see there that the corrections were made. So one of the nice features about this, I know the syncing back and forth didn't really go as fast as what I would have liked it to show on these, but it is an option that works pretty slick as far as being able to create a paperless environment within your classroom using the iPad and PDF Expert. One of the big features that I really like about this is the ability to provide feedback to the students. So I'm able to go into mine and actually circle which ones might be wrong. And then I'm able to go ahead, since we have this shared, I'm able to then go ahead and sync that option or sync that file with the annotations. And that student then on their own iPad then can actually go ahead and see the annotations, which again, like I said, with so much stuff recording right now, it's not showing up in real time like it would if I wasn't recording. So again, this is just a way that you can do paperless with the iPad and PDF Expert.